Alright guys, what is up? And we're back for the final installment, part 3 of the the Black Ops 2 ideas and thoughts and opinions. So what I'm going to be doing is just touching up on the final stuff. If you guys haven't seen the first two videos, the first two parts, they're on my channel, and their chances are they're probably on the right. If I remember, I'll try and put the links in the descriptions or maybe an annotation on the screen. No promises because I have a bad memory. But anyways, guys, before we talk into the Modern Warfare 3 ideas, this is the new map, Backlot. So, pretty decent map, fairly big map. I've only played it a couple times, so I don't know all of it yet. But anyways, this is just one of my, this is actually my very first gameplay I ever got on it, very first game. So, let's get into this, shall we? Something that I wanted to touch up at the end of the last video was the death streaks thing. And some people ask me why death streaks were so bad, and the reason that death streaks are not a good thing is because they don't reward bad players and they don't make them become better. It's just a reason for people to die, and some people die on purpose just so they can get a death streak so they don't have to earn a kill themselves. So it's pretty much just people who are trolling who earn death streaks as well. So that's another reason why death streaks need to be taken out of the game. Something else I want to see return back for Black Ops 2 that was in the first Black Ops is the Dolphin Dive. The Dolphin Dive is a highly anticipated return, hopefully. I think a lot of people really liked it. I know it was made famous by Whiteboy7 Street for making his real life videos and dolphin diving into like pudding and like pools and like over stuff. And anyways, it was a really good way to escape gunfights, and it also I think a lot of people dolphin dived on the flags as well, and it was really just a cool feature that you know, a lot of people actually adopted into their gameplay. So I hope that returns because I was a fan of that, and I was kind of disappointed that Modern Warfare 3 didn't have it, but it's not really a big deal. Next thing I want to talk about is the kill streaks slash point streaks. I really hope that they bring point streaks back, so that way it rewards players for playing the objective. And the reason I say that is that kill streaks weren't as, like, don't get me wrong, kill streaks are good, but point streaks are better for the reason that it encourages people to play the objective, and you know, their points go towards their streak. Now, something I want to see change about the point streak system is the whole strike package feeling. I hope Specialist comes back, but I doubt it will since it's a Black Ops, and I don't think Black Ops will take something from Modern Warfare 3, even though I hope they do, and they do actually get Specialist, even though, like I said, I doubt it will happen. But I don't want to see the support system come back where, you know, you can die as many times for your kill streaks and still obtain them. Like right now in Modern Warfare 3, you can set an EMP for 18 point streaks, but you can go 18 and 30 and still obtain an EMP. Now I don't like that because it isn't really fair to spam support stuff as well as UAV, counter UAV. People just spam those out like it's crazy, and you know, it forces people to use Assassin in Modern Warfare 3. So what I want to see, what I want to see that I hope Treyarch will do for Black Ops 2 is that when they make the support streaks, like what support kill streaks were in Black Ops, there was the UAV, the counter UAV, and the Blackbird, right? Instead of making them such high amounts of kills, and don't forget, Treyarch games usually don't have streaks to go towards each other, which is a good thing, so hopefully the streaks don't stack. I'm hoping they don't, because that way it's harder to get streaks and people actually earn them properly. But what I was trying to get at there was that instead of a Blackbird being like something like, what is it in Modern Warfare 3, the advanced UAV, it's like a 14 gun or point streak or 12. Instead of it being that many, make it like an 8, so people will actually set it and the support is actually fair. That way, you know, it's not as many kills to get, but you can't die. You still actually have to be on a streak to get it. So, like, just say there was an EMP in Black Ops. I don't know if there is, just using it as an example. Instead of it being like 18 points to get, make it like 9 points, so people will actually be able to run support, and you know, it won't be like impossible to get. And the support streaks really aren't as rewarding as getting something like a chopper gunner or like attack dogs, mostly because, you know, those are assault things. They'll get you kills, and people will tend to get you kills instead of actually you know, helping at the team. So for the guys that want to use support, I still think that you should have to get on a streak to get them, but just make the kills less amounts so it's easier for them to get them. because it's not as beneficial to run support. But the next thing I want to talk about is the Blackbird, the return of the Blackbird. Some people said it was way too overpowered, and I disagree. I think it should stay at about an 8 or I think maybe a 9-point streak in Black Ops. So if it returns, I want to see it back because it's a support streak, and it makes people actually run streaks that aren't assault, and it makes them actually use something that's worth it. And I think a 9 streak, and since I'm hoping streaks aren't stackable, a 9-point streak sounds just about right for a Blackbird without it being overpowered anymore. And hopefully there's no perks to counter the Blackbird, because that's not really fair just to get your streak just for someone to counter it, like Assassin does the advanced UAV. So that is my thoughts on the whole point streak system. Next thing I want to talk about is spawn protection. What's more annoying in Modern Warfare 3 than getting your AC-130 or Reaper, and they all have spawn protection, and there's always that one guy that has blind eye, and you can't kill him because he has spawn protection, and he's shooting you down, and he has unlimited health against you due to spawn protection. That's not fair. Spawn protection needs to be taken out, because if you let the other people on the other team get their streaks, there's no need for you to have spawn protection. As well as there's already a perk called Blind Eye in Modern Warfare 3 that makes you invisible from air support. So that's if you want to take it out, or you want to stay safe from air support, I suggest you put on that perk and take out spawn protection, because that right there is just taking a really big shot at someone who just earned his kill streak, and it's pretty much just saying a slap in the face, saying you're gonna get shot down really quickly. So spawn protection has to go. I'm not for it whatsoever. I'm completely against it. As well as I want to see the perk slots are a little more balanced. Modern Warfare 3 has a fairly good perk system, and I also don't want stopping power to return for the next Call of Duty, because I don't think it will. I think stopping power is being removed from all the Call of Duties now, but I want it to be a little more balanced, just like how the Modern Warfare 3 had Blind Eye and Assassin in 2 different categories, so you actually had to use 2 different perks for it if you want to stay completely invisible. So I think that'd be a good idea, and I think they should make one tier a really strong tier and have some of the best and most important perks in it. That way people will be refraining from using Ghost or Assassin or whatever they want to call it in the next Call of Duty. So put some of the better perks in the same tier as whatever the cold-blooded or ghost perk is going to be, so people tend not to use it as much. But I think we're pretty much all done for this, besides one last thing that I wanted to cover. So it's not really a big thing, but I want something done about how people rage quit so often. People quit way too often now, and there's no discipline for it whatsoever, besides they just lose their match bonus. But people have high win-loss ratios. They don't like that stuff, so they're gonna have to start taking XP away from people, or just let them continue to rage quit, but they can't level up for the next hour, just kind of like what Halo does. But that is pretty much everything I wanted to cover for the whole Black Ops 2 ideas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully it's a good game, and hopefully Treyarch does a good job. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Peace.